Well, what's going on, beautiful people? How's everybody doing? I'm excited about today's talk. It's going to be good, good, good. Welcome to this incredible opportunity for you to learn. It's really, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. And this is Build Your Best Life. And I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I am standing here with a message that's going to bless you. I want to give salute to Coach Deborah for this incredible platform and the opportunity she gives us to assist with this vision. Okay, to assist with this vision. Now, the goal here today is we are going to help some young men figure out some things, principles that can be passed on. If you're a mother with son, if you're a person who's trying to operate in wisdom and navigate this season of your life with the best principle for building your best life, well, the Let's Talk About It this evening is going to be exactly what you need. Now, here's what you can do to help us out. You can share this content if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube. Do us a favor and share. Amen. Go ahead and share, because today we're talking about 7 keys to build your best life. 7 keys to build your best life. So for anybody that's keeping up with me, what I'm going to do, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight some of the points you are figuring out, because I like for us to talk about this. Okay? Maybe you can share the principle that stood out to you along the way that's really worked for you, because you're trying to create an amazing life. Okay? And if you're trying to do it, I want you to know it is possible. All right? You can do this. And here's the deal. For every mother with a son, I want you to know that you can do this in regards to helping your son to build an amazing life. Okay? It's not going to just happen. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about what you do and how you show up. And so let's talk about it. Get the word out. And say, Build Your Best Life is doing it this evening. Coach Ricardo Miller is live, and he's giving some principles that's necessary for every young man. Are you ready? All right, good deal. Well, if you have not done this already and like our Facebook page, please like our Facebook page. If you have not gone to the website in a while, go and check out the website. It is buildyourbestlife.org. I promise you, you're going to enjoy the information you're going to get there to learn more about this organization. Well, tonight, seven keys to building your best life. If you're ready, go ahead and let me know you are ready. Well, success doesn't happen by accident. A great life is built one wise decision at a time. Did you hear that? One wise decision at a time. And that's why I really love Build Your Best Life as an organization and its mission. Okay? The first thing that you must understand, guys, before I give you the point, everything else in life works better when God is first. So my first principle for today, number 1, build your relationship with God first. Build your relationship with God first. Today, we're talking about 7 keys to build your best life. And I'm telling you right now, start it off with building your relationship with God first. Everything else works best with God first. Everything. A young man who learns to pray, a young man who learns to read the Word of God, a young man who seeks God's direction to develop wisdom that will guide every major decision is going to be a game changer. Okay? Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 says this. It reminds us to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding. And so what I'm saying here is build your relationship with God first. Okay? The Bible actually says in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and all its righteousness, and everything else will be added. Do that first. Then what do I do, coach? What do I do next? The second thing is, I would highly suggest, and if you got Coach Deborah's book, he talks a lot about this. Number 2, develop strong character. Okay? Develop strong character. See, talents may open doors, but character keeps them open. So, number two, develop strong character. Okay, develop strong character. And as I mentioned just now, talents may open doors, but character will keep them open. What am I talking about? I'm talking about let's make sure honesty is a part of how we're showing up. Let's make sure integrity is a part of how we're showing up. Humility, respect, and responsibility will take a young man further than any other natural ability. Okay? Those are golden, guys. Golden. I'm telling you, when you have strong character, oh man, it's going to be a game changer when you get into the workplace. It's going to be a game changer when it comes to holding your family together. See, your reputation is built by the decisions you make when no one is watching. When no one is watching. So Proverbs chapter 22 verse 1 says, a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. That's powerful. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 1, a great name is rather to be chosen than great riches. So make sure your name is solid. Make sure that you are working on having a character that speaks volume, one to be respected and admired by anybody who meets you along the way. All right. So number three is a big one when it comes to young men. Okay. Number three is big, and that is choose your friends carefully. Choose your friends carefully. You heard me correctly. See, the people you spend the most time with will influence your thinking, they will influence your habits, and they will ultimately influence your future. So what I'm saying to you is choose your friends carefully. And I'm telling you, every mom, you need to be prayerful that God will send your son divine connection, good contact, good association, great friends. Okay? Someone once said, we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time around. We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time around. So what I'm saying today is choose your friends wisely. See, choose friends who challenge you to grow instead of encouraging you to settle. Did you get that? There are some people who will encourage you to settle. And what you need is, as long as it's life in your body and you've been given a new day, you should tell yourself, I'm going to challenge myself to level up. I'm going to challenge myself to become better. I'm going to challenge myself to be a better representative for God in the earth, because this is my season. This is my time. And I need friends in my life who will push me up, not pull me down. I need friends in my life who will push me up and not pull me down. And so number 4, we on a roll. Who are enjoying this? Listen, guys, if you're watching tonight, I need you to share the teaching. I need you to tag somebody, because these are practical tips for everyday living, but they will help a young man to become a game changer. Number 1, build your relationship with God first. Number 2, develop strong character. Number 3, choose your friends carefully. Okay, choose your friends carefully. And number 4, I'm going to stick here for a minute. Number 4, I'm going to put a pin here because it's that important, and that is never stop learning. Hallelujah. Never stop learning. Ooh, if you can get that one down, never stop learning. See, the best investment you can make is in yourself. The best investment you can make is in yourself. We're talking reading books. Yes, Audible is nice, but sometimes you just got to pick up a regular book, a regular page book. See, regular page books. See, they still work, guys. They still work. You still need them. You still need them. See them? See them? They're still here, man. Come on, they're all over the place. I can keep bringing them up. All right. Get a book in your hand. Read. They say readers are leaders, right? And so, now, listen, so when we talk about never stop learning, we talk about reading books, we're talking about learn new skills. Reading books will take you where you have never gone before, but it would have brought you there in the mind and eventually put you there in time, in real time. Acquire skills that will allow you to expand your life. Okay, acquire new skills that will allow you to expand your life. Don't be afraid to learn new things. Did you get that? Don't be afraid to learn new things. Another one is, this is what we have to tell our young men. Please get this in your head, get it in your spirit. Don't run from this. And that is, ask questions. One of the best ways to learn is to ask questions. Oh, well, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look dumb. I don't want to appear like I don't know. Well, you don't know. Well, you don't know. And the truth of the matter is, you trying to level up, and somebody knows what you don't know. And if you ask the right question, you can get an answer to something you don't know. How many of y'all know that's called wisdom? That's called embracing help. So ask questions. Ask questions. As a matter of fact, here's the other part to this whole concept of never stop learning. Ask questions and find a mentor. Okay, ask question and find a mentor. There are people around you who know what you don't know, but then there are also people who are assigned to you. They're called mentors. Okay, they're called mentors. They're there to assist you. And that's why asking questions is not a bad idea. But if you get a mentor and you don't ask questions, you're going to still be limited from extracting from the mentor what you're supposed to get. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to pursue a mentor. As a matter of fact, you can have a mentor when it comes to family relationships. You can have a mentor when it comes to finances. You can have a mentor when it comes to spiritual position. You can have a mentor when it comes to career and development. There are a lot of people out there that are doing well in areas of your life that can cause you to come up. So never stop learning to the point where you start realizing, I'm going to remain teachable as long as I'm alive. I'm going to see, the mom with a son needs to remain teachable. The son who's wanting to build his best life has to remain teachable. Lord, help me to remain teachable. That is one of the things that I pray. But also, I have a son, and I'm asking God, Lord, help my son to be open to learning, be a lover of good information. I want to be a lifelong learner. I'm challenging you, make a commitment to be a lifelong learner. In other words, here's the deal. You're not going to run from books. You want to embrace books. You're not going to run from acquiring new skills. You want to embrace new skills. You're not going to run from asking questions and keep your mouth zipped. No, you're going to ask questions. Why? Because you want to level up. And a part of leveling up is being okay with mentors. A part of leveling up is remaining teachable. Do I have anybody who agrees with me? Go ahead and put it in the comment section. I agree. I agree. This is called Let's Talk About It. And today we're talking about how do we build our best lives with 7 indisputable laws, principles, rules of engagement. And so we're on number 4. And number 4 is never stop learning. Everything's changing, and the truth of the matter is, if you were to have 10 more years to live in this world, the rate of change demands that you stay open for learning, because things are changing fast. Some of y'all see that. Things are changing fast. And if you don't stay open to learn, you are going to be left behind. You heard it right here on Build Your Best Life. Okay? To the way to conquer and to thrive and to do well in 2027 and in 2028 and 2029 and in 2030 is to become a lifelong learner. I'm talking about continuing to open books that will expand your understanding and allow you not to be left behind. Can I get a I agree in the comment section? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I was listening to this preacher this morning. And he says we should make a commitment to reading every day. And he says, no, I'm not talking about digital content. He said, I'm talking about the pages. He says, sit down and disconnect and expand your mind and read what's not normal to you. Okay, go there. If you don't normally read about money, start reading about money. If you don't normally read about people, start reading about people. If you don't normally read about biography, start reading about history and biography. It will cause you to grow. It'll cause you to become better. Let me tell you, the rate of change demands that you stay on top of this commitment to learning every day, so that if you have another decade, if you have another 2 decades, at least you won't feel so left behind. And so number 5, how many are ready for number 5? Before I go to number 5, let me say this. Education doesn't stop when school ends. Somebody need to post that on their Facebook page. Education doesn't end when education doesn't stop when school ends. Okay? And so a young man who continues to grow will continue to create opportunities for himself. Growth is intentional. Okay? Growth is intentional. So number 5. Number 5 is going to be good. Everyone who has a son needs to share this live with somebody and says, listen, this brother is sharing 7 things. Undisputable. You can't even talk against this stuff. Okay? You either get it or you don't. Number 7. I'm not on number 7 yet. I'm on number 5. Take your time, Ricardo. Take your time. Number 5, learn financial responsibility early. Learn financial responsibility early. You heard me correctly. Learn financial responsibility early. In other words, earn money honestly, okay? Save consistently, okay? Avoid unnecessary debt, okay? Give generously, spend wisely, because it all matters, okay? It all matters. See, financial discipline creates options. Financial discipline creates option, and it reduces unnecessary stress later in your life. Okay? And so there are people who need to get this. Okay? There are people who need to get this, and I'm challenging you. Get it, get it, get it. You need it, you need it, you need it. Okay? Get it, get it, get it. You need it, you need it, you need it. Please. All right? And so let's go on to number 6. Take responsibility for your choices. Take responsibility for your choices. That's number 6. We're talking today on Let's Talk About It. Okay? And so I think it's just so important that every single one of us make this commitment to build our best lives, but pass on these principles to young men, pass on these principles to mothers with sons, because the rule of engagement is true when it comes to these principles. Number 6, take responsibility for your choices. Okay? Don't blame your circumstances. Okay? Don't blame your circumstances. Decide right now that you are going to do what is necessary to win, okay? And you're going to learn, and you're going to learn, and you're going to learn, and you're going to stay open. And listen, someone told me years ago, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you respond to it. So I've figured out since that time, from that time, Ricardo, you can't play the blame game, man. You can't play the blame game. Come on, say it with me. I can't play the blame game. Okay? I cannot play the blame game. All right? And so everybody has the opportunity to be all that they were created to be. But if you play the blame game, you will never emerge. You will never discover. You will never become the person that you were created to be. The blame game will hold you back. You see, mature men own their mistakes. Okay? Mature men own their mistakes, they learn from them, and then they move forward. Okay? They move forward. And so accountability is one of the greatest signs of maturity. Did you hear that? Accountability is one of the greatest signs of maturity. Even when you feel bad about it, just own up to it and be like, you know what? I make mistakes. People make mistakes. I'm not going to beat myself up. Every decision you make today is helping you to shape a life you will be or live tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn how to just take responsibility for my life. I don't like the decisions I've made all along the way, but what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to keep beating myself up. I'm going to take responsibility for the choices that I've made. Come on. That's a part of it, okay? And so number 7, are you all ready for number 7? We're almost done. Ooh, this happened too fast. Okay, number 7, live with purpose and serve others. Write that down. Live with purpose and serve others. The greatest life isn't one that is centered only on personal success. It is one that makes a difference. You were created to make a difference. And see, discover your gift, serve your community, love people well, and use your life to honor God. That's called good success. Okay? Jesus taught that the true greatness is found in serving others. And that's what we should be about. So every mother listening, never underestimate the influence you have in shaping your son's future. Your prayers, your encouragement, your correction, your example matters more than you may ever realize. Okay? So to every young man that is listening and that will listen, remember this. Your future is not determined by where you started, but by the choices you began to make today. The choices you begin to make today. See, God has created you with a purpose. And when you build your best life on his truth, surrounding yourself with good people, remaining teachable, and committing yourself to becoming a man of integrity and influence, your best life isn't found by choice. It is built intentionally. Your best life is built intentionally, one faithful decision at a time. One faithful decision at a time. So the decisions I'm going to make today is going to be really clear. They're going to start with, number 1, I'm going to build my relationship with God first. Number 2, I'm going to develop strong character. I need you to say that as a young man. Mothers, I want you to lean in and make sure your son gets it. See, I'm going to choose my friends wisely. I am going to never stop learning. And then I'm going to learn financial responsibility. The faster I can get it, the better off I'll be. And I'm going to take responsibility for my choices, which is why I have to be slow to speak and swift to hear. Okay? And last but not least, I'm going to live my life with purpose, and I'm going to serve humanity well. You can build a life that is absolutely amazing in the sight of God, but you have to be willing to honor the principles necessary for building your best life. If you have not ordered Coach Deborah's book, please go and order the book. You can go to buildyourbestlife.org and get a copy today. As a matter of fact, if you enjoyed this talk and you're watching it again, please do me a favor, tag a few people and share a few people. Share this with a few people. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share this when I'm done. I'm going to share this a few times because everybody needs to know. As a young man, you have the choices to make that will make your future an amazing one. As a mother, you have the opportunity to pass along information that you have captured on an incredible platform that is built to assist those who are wanting to build their best life. Well, I am Coach Ricardo Miller. I'm enjoying these Thursdays. It's all about let's talk about it. Next week, Kim Brown will be back. Kamara Brown will be back with us. And we're going to do this together. Okay? So every Thursday is let's talk about it. And today we were talking about 7 keys to build your best life. Now, if you have a few points that you would like to add, put them in the comment section. If you enjoyed today's talk, please do me a favor and make sure you share it. Somebody else needs to know, and they will get the opportunity to enjoy it because guess what? You shared it, you tagged it, and you allowed them to get involved in the process. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being a part of this evening Let's Talk About It podcast. This is Build Your Best Life. We're here every Tuesday. We're here every Thursday. And you could check us out on second Saturday of the month. And I believe it's the fourth Saturday of the month. Be it as is may, stay connected. Go to the website to learn more about Build Your Best Life. See you back here again next Thursday and Tuesdays every week. You don't want to miss it. It's always something good to share. Have a good evening. Don't forget, share this with someone. Bye-bye.